Yo, what's good? It's your boy Less Power. Welcome to another Remnant 2 build video. Today I'm bringing you my Crystal Staff melee crit build. The damage on the Crystal Staff was nerfed a little bit after the patch that dropped today. Um, I've been working on this build for a while. I actually had it planned for you guys to drop specifically for today, but I decided to drop it anyway. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys for coming through, man. Let's get into the build. Alright man, starting off, we're gonna hop straight into the gear. We got Mudtooth Tonic. This is gonna give you 20 health. For my armor, I got the Leto Mark 1 helmet, I got the Leto Mark 1 armor, I got the Leto Mark 1 leggings, and then I got the Crimson Guard gauntlets. As you can see, my armor is at 260 and my weight is at 89.8. For my relic, I'm using the Shielded Heart. On use, grants a shield for 100% of your max health. We got Mythic Melee Critical Hit Chance, Mythic Melee Damage, and Mythic Melee Critical Hit Damage. Next, we got the Monolith plus 10, and I'm only using this for Sandstorm and Expose. Expose makes the target receive 15% additional damage from all sources. And then we got the Mutator Spellweaver plus 10. This increases the weapon's mod damage and mod generation by 15% for 10 seconds when activating a skill. At level 10, activating this weapon's mod reduces the skill cooldown by 1% for every 100 mod power spent, so you'll basically get 10% skill cooldown because Sandstorm has a 1000 mod power requirement. Next, we got the Crystal Staff plus 10 that comes with Power Stone. When you activate Power Stone, it causes your melee attacks to shoot out energy bolts for 10 seconds, and each time your energy bolt hits a target, it grants you 1 stack of Power Stone. Whenever you hit the charged melee attack again, each stack you have saved up become an energy bolt that directly seeks out the closest enemy, doing massive damage. Also, you want to use all your stacks before the 10 seconds is up, or you'll have to basically stack all over again. Next, for our mutator, we got Overdrive plus 10. Melee critical hits increase melee critical hit chance by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times, so you can get up to 25% critical hit chance. And at level 10, melee critical hit strikes deal 25% additional damage. This is going to help those energy bolts crit even more. Alright, next for the sidearm, we got the Nebula plus 10, and it comes with Nano Swarm. Nano Swarm applies Corroded, and the Corroded allows you to do even more additional damage. For the mutator, we got Maelstrom plus 10. This is going to increase your elemental damage by 10%, and then at level 10, increase mod power regeneration and of elemental damage and elemental status damage. Next, we got Xeneas Malice. This is going to give you up to 20% weak spot, and since once you use all the stacks on the Crystal Staff, the energy bolts shoot in the air and they can land directly on a weak spot, doing massive damage. But if the enemy doesn't have an easy to hit weak spot, you can also use the Burden of the Gambler to get that extra crit hit chance and crit hit damage. Next, we got the Burden of the Destroyer. This is going to basically give you an increase to all damage by 15%. Then we got the Probability Core, increasing crit damage by 20%. Then we got the Braided Thorns, giving you 10% extra critical hit chance. And then we got the Butcher's Fetish, increased critical hit chance by 15% and critical hit damage by 25% for 5 seconds after striking an enemy with a charged melee attack. Alright, next we're going to knock out the archetypes. Our first archetype is going to be Invoker with Way of Lydusa. This allows ranged and melee damage to generate Sand Devils. Reactivating the skill consumes all Sand Devils generated and casts a 15-meter Sand Blast. It has a max charge of 10. And the Sand Blast can also stagger bosses like the Ravager, leave them immobile for a short time. And you also get Brittle, which got a buff, which gives you 10% critical hit chance and 15% critical hit damage now. But the main reason that we're using Way of Lydusa is to be able to stagger bosses. Next, we got the Visionary as the prime perk. This basically doubles your skill charges, and then whenever you use the skill, it reduces your skill cooldowns by 10%. Next, we got Challenger with Juggernaut. We got 2 Juggernauts, which is awesome. This gives you 15% movement speed, melee speed, and also gives you 50% melee damage, and then reduces your stagger by 1. Alright, lastly, we're going to knock out the traits. We got Fortify at level 10. We got Gifted at level 10. We got Potency at level 10. This is going to extend the use on your consumables. You definitely want to be using consumables on a melee build. We got Vigor at level 10. We got Strong Back at level 10. Regrowth at level 10. Expertise at level 10. Arcane Strike is at level 10, but if you want to swap this out for Endurance, you can. But the Crystal Staff, like charge melee attack, doesn't take stamina, so that's why I have 0 stamina. Next we got Bart Skin at level 10. Then we got Chakra at level 10, and lastly we got Siphoner at level 10. But that's the whole build. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys for coming through. Deuces.